everybody, welcome to the newest episode of The Bearded Gamer Show. Now, as always, I'm your host with the fantastic beard, Chris Arnone, The Bearded Gamer. So, you're going to be amazed and shocked by this if you're an old-time fan of us. You know, granted, we've only been around, 5-6 months, but still, I'm bringing back Nerd TV. Yeah, it hasn't really worked in the current format of, the smaller videos, and, whatever you say about that, I think it's been doing better for the show as a whole with these smaller videos. But I'm bringing back Nerd TV. So how am I bringing back Nerd TV? Well, there are so many fantastic trailers out there that I thought, well, what if instead of, just showing trailers like we used to at the end of a 15-minute segment, instead, I get down and dirty with one trailer and go really, really in-depth. And the trailer I picked this time just came out. It's huge, it's hot, it looks awesome. Resident Evil 6. All right? Let's play that opening.
Come on, I gotcha.
How are you feeling?
More games?
Not quite. Just something I think you would benefit from knowing.
What the hell is all this?
So, we see a few things there. Leon is back, the main protagonist of Resident Evil 4, which is one of the absolute favorites. People just love the crap out of Resident Evil 4. So Leon's back, all right? Now, what else am I noticing here? Well, for one, I noticed already the graphics maybe a little improved from RE5. We'll see more of that later. But I also noticed, they're walking through, they're talking about, there's all this bubbling, so whatever's going on, whatever this new C virus is, it's on purpose. It's not just an accidental release, because there's a lot of modern technology in this room. They got these bubbling tanks with all these weird new creatures in there. Of course, what really strikes me is, how is it with all this crazy technology where they can, create this evil virus, why do they have a VCR? I mean, seriously, really? A VCR? All right, next clip.
None of these were here 3 days ago.
Is this what you wanted to show me?
Now, see, already there you're starting to see some better graphics. I think this is definitely a step up from Resident Evil 5. Now, unfortunately, though, we did see that Capcom logo at the end. Yeah, I can't get away from that. What can I say? I'm still pissed at them about the whole on-disc DLC thing. But wait, who's that we're about to see? Check the next clip out.
C virus. That's what the guerrillas were calling it.
C virus. That must be what's creating those Juavo.
What happened?
Another bioterrorism attack. The BSAA confirmed it was the same one used in Eastern Europe 6 months ago, called the C virus.
The C virus. So there's a new strain, a new kind of virus, and oh yeah, did you check that out? Chris Redfield too. So you had the main protagonist from both Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 5 in the same game. So that's pretty cool. I'm definitely digging it so far. And they're talking about the C virus creating this new enemy called a Juavo, which they show, which looks really nasty. I mean, to me, it looks more like something out of Dead Space, like a necromorph, rather than something out of Resident Evil. But of course, with this new control scheme, we're going to a more standard control scheme, not the tank controls. We should be seeing some faster, more aggressive villains because you'll be able to react better without those stupid, archaic tank controls. Also seeing some nice little sci-fi technology being shown off in this trailer and in that particular clip. I think that's pretty cool. Well, let's take a look at some of the other things it looks like they're adding to Resident Evil 6.
Hunnigan, I need you to fake our deaths. Can you do that?
What are you going to do?
We're going to China. Sherry, what are you doing here?
I'm on protective detail. Why are you here?
I'm tracking the men behind all this.
So, we've got faking deaths, we've got multiple exotic locations instead of, just one spot, and we've got Sherry. I swear to God, I think the boys at Capcom have finally started playing other people's games and realizing how massive a universe they have and how much deeper they can go. with one of their games. You know, all this interlocking stories and everything getting just a little deeper and a little better. And you know, I'm very excited at this point about this trailer and this game. But you notice there's a new character they were showing right there, and this clip, I tell you what, goes a lot deeper. It blew my socks off a little bit. Check it.
What? We met? No, you jarheads all look the same to me, pal. Sorry. You know, those shots of yours pack one hell of a punch, lady.
So, you're Wesker Jr.
You lost me.
Albert Wesker was a colossal imbecile. A fool who tried to destroy the world. He was also your father, which makes you heir to a very special blood type.
Wesker Jr.? Seriously. Wesker was the main bad guy for Resident Evil 5, and arguably one of the cheapest, most difficult villains in any video game, and definitely in the Resident Evil series. He was really, really powerful. And apparently he had a son. And as you can see, I mean, early on you see him sort of talking trash to Chris Redfield, so he's not on our side. But then what looks like, you know, sort of Mrs. Bad Guy of this, you know, at least as far as we can tell in the trailer, she's going after him too. So we don't know whose side is he on. It's like, you know, are we going to fight against this Wesker Jr.? Is he going to fight with us? Do we get to fight as him? I mean, that would be really sweet. You know, I don't know, but I'm definitely very, very intrigued. Okay, how about we finish this up with the final clip?
Here's something to remember you by.
No, goddammit! Captain!
Looking for me, boys?
You can't run forever. Put your gun down, Chris. She's a key witness. We need her.
A witness? She's the one who did all this!
Resident Evil 6.
Pretty sweet. First off, I gotta say, awesome, sweet, scary little grenade that she throws in with all the needles. That was crazy. And then Leon versus Chris Redfield in a fight. I don't know who'd win, but I want to watch it. It's like Chuck Norris versus Van Damme, or I mean, really, that'd be Chuck Norris. Jackie Chan versus Jet Li. Like Forbidden Kingdom. Oh my God, that was awesome. I'm envisioning, you know, similar things to that. Still, I noticed so much more emotional depth than what we've seen previously in Resident Evil games, and I was just very impressed with it. I think, you know, they've got, and they really learned how to make a new trailer. This is the best trailer I've ever seen from a Resident Evil game. And of course, you got that coup de grace at the end where, you know, they show the release date, 11/20/2012, and then it melts away to show a different release date of 10/02/2012. In other words, they're moving up the release date by more than a month. You know, in this crazy world where we're constantly seeing games getting delayed and delayed and delayed, here's Capcom saying, you know, nah, we're going to go ahead and put it out another, you know, 6 weeks or so ahead of the original schedule so you can get your hands on it even earlier. So, you know, I am not a huge Resident Evil fan in general. I've played, you know, I think 1, 2, 3, and 4, and a little bit of 5. It kind of makes me sound like a fan, but I'm really not. But I'm now really looking forward to Resident Evil 6. I think it looks really cool, really different, and I'm very excited about the new controls, the more standard controls. And with it, I'm expecting, of course, some more aggressive bad guys, and I don't think that's a bad thing. So, there's my assessment of the new Resident Evil 6 trailer. That's enough Nerd TV. We'll see you next time.